Okay, so we're gonna get this drywalled today. So first thing we gotta do, obviously we have an outlet here. So I've already kind of scored. This is my, should be using something darker really, but that's my little drawing. Let me know there's an outlet here, because that can happen where you forget there's an outlet. That's not good. To get to the outlets, to make it easier, I've cut a screw, cut the head off with the grinder. So I got two of them, they're both kind of pointy. When you put the drywall up against the outlet, it'll tell us where those screw holes are at, and then you get a remodeler's box around it, and it's like another box like this, and it'll be perfect. I'll show you how it works. That's it. So that is exactly where the outlet's at. Okay, so once your drywall's on the wall and you got the screws in, this is like an extender plate. Obviously it goes this way around, but if you put your screws through the hole here and here, you'll be able to trace out exactly where your outlet's at, and next we'll cut it out. Okay, so once you've got your outlet cut out on the drywall, just pull it out. In this case, since we're putting drywall over an existing wall that had paneling, and we're in a mobile home, so we use panels, so the thickness has changed from like a 1/4 inch or a 1/8, whatever it was, a thin panel, to a 1/2 inch drywall. So you're going to need to get an extender. It's just an extender model. Just put it into your outlet, that way you can reach the thickness, the depth of what you need. So anyways, you get those, you'll pull out your outlet a little, slide it over, pull it up, put it back in its original box, slide this back in, and then you'll just screw it back in. Then this tool right here is a lifesaver when it comes to cutting out these outlets. I really would recommend seeing if you get one used or something, or buy a new one off Amazon or Walmart or something. These make very clean cuts for your outlets. If you use the knife, it'll work, you'll do it, be okay, but this makes it so much easier and cleaner looking. So this is a lot of people use RotoZip. The Dremel I find is just as good. Also, there's other bits that come with the Dremel, like you can have a sharpening bit, you can sharpen your knives and all that stuff. So it's a really handy tool to have. You can sand down pieces of wood and stuff like that. So I do recommend the Dremel. yes, I did make a mistake. I made a boo-boo. As you can tell over here. Hey, you know what, but I'm not perfect. It's not something I do on the daily. I don't do this every day. So 4 5/8 here. Ah, look at that. 81 1/4. It's actually this whole sheet. Boom! Love using materials I messed up on. Perfect. Okay. So we need the outlet extender. And that's what you need for the extender. So when you don't have a truck, okay, it's about maybe 7 o'clock at night, and we're going. So I got my father-in-law Mike. He does his own channel over there. He does a lot of metal detecting. His name is, what's your YouTube channel? It's Michael Swan 66.
Yeah, mostly metal detecting.
Mostly metal detecting. If you're into it, check it out.
Cooking.
So here's where we're at the wall right now. I've already got pieces cut out for there. I had to wait on doing this side here because, if you can tell, the drywall, how it ends here, I'm gonna have the other one just slide up right up, butting up against this. I had to, well, if you look back earlier in the video, or last video, I showed you how I had to build out a stud here because you have to have this drywall land onto something. So we just got the window cut out. We're hammering some staples. Of course, there's got staples everywhere. So we're hammering in the staples here, and to prevent the drywall from sticking, not being able to stick to the studs, because it will push your drywall out. Yeah, it won't let your nails or your screws sink in. So it's something to keep in mind when you're doing it. But that's where we're at right now. We'll update you as we move along.